How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Repentance. It's time, and we got the beta open just because it's time, I think, for another challenge run. It's been a few episodes, so I'm feeling maybe a not terrible one, maybe a realistically doable one with my lack of warmed up presence in Isaac. But we'll do Pong. Honestly, Pong seems like it'll be a good time. I forgot what Pong does. Dude, we're cooking. We gotta go to Blue Baby. That's easy. Certainly, we can get to Blue Baby with just these items. This super huge Polyphemus style tier, plus some rubber cement and some bouncing. Just gonna have to work on our angles is all. Anyway, hope you all are doing well, having a good whatever time of the day it is for you currently. On the day of recording this, it's like 3 o'clock, realistically speaking. About 3 on a Monday. Good old Mondays. Used to be a big not fan of Mondays, but now I've become accustomed to enjoying them more because Monday is my first day off of the week. It's kind of a weird schedule when you're working at a hobby store, of course. But that being said, it's been a pretty interesting couple of weeks. Had to take a little bit of a break from everything just because, I had to do some side gigs to get a little bit extra cash. And that took up a lot of time that I couldn't really record or edit. Really, I could record. Recording's not the difficult part. It is for sure editing is where the issue arises. But we finally managed to finish editing the that unaccessible video, which was fun. It was a fun edit, even though it was just chopping it, but chopping 4 hours of footage takes some time, especially when you gotta do a whole bunch of work while doing that. But it was cool. I've got a weird, maybe it's spurred on exclusively by unaccessible, but I've got a weird enjoyment of rage platformers recently. I've played a few in the past, but I really, in the last couple of years, haven't tried any, and it was kind of interesting to see how in 4 hours I had kind of gotten this mastery of the wheelchair. If you look at the start of the video and then look at the end of the video and see how different the gameplay was. It was cool. And strangely for that game, they just dropped multiplayer, which, I'm not sure if it's just 2 people on the same area or how multiplayer shakes anything up if it does. But it might be cool to go back and visit at some point. It was fun regardless. Especially since there hasn't been a whole lot on the horizon that I've been looking forward to. Played a bit of the PAL World update. It's pretty cool. But aside from jamming a little bit of Marvel Rivals in, everything has been kind of stagnant. At least with the games I played. Kingdom Come came out. It looked cool, but I haven't quite decided that I want to give it a go yet. There is something. Avowed dropped. Avowed is, yoink. Ouch. Avowed's an interesting game. It looks like it would be pretty good, especially since how much love RPGs have been getting recently, with, Baldur's Gate 3 being one of the favorite games from a lot of people. But it seems like a pretty mixed bag when you go to look at the reviews of it. A lot of people say that it's, on paper, very good, but when it comes to the execution of the game, it leaves some room to be desired. The biggest complaint I heard most consistently... excuse me. The biggest complaint I heard most consistently was that the story was bad. And I feel like, as far as RPGs go, story is probably one of the most, if not the most important aspect of the game. I mean, especially since it's not a multiplayer game. Story's pretty important for single-player games, unless it's just like a little gimmick of a game. But it's not, you know, of course you're paying AAA prices for this game. So you would hope that the full package would be there. I also heard stealth is kind of bad, which is a shame. A lot of games really struggle with properly using stealth mechanic. They normally just like add it towards the end. But on this same topic, not a big fan about how we're regularly approaching $70 to $80 for AAA prices now. I mean, when I was growing up, trying to convince my parents to pick up a game that was $59.99 was a hassle in and of itself. But now, when games are $80, and it's only been like 10 years or so, what happened? It's not like they're getting better. Uh-oh. These games aren't getting so good that you'd be willing to pay an extra $20 for the same game. In fact, I would argue that they're worse. I would argue that more often than not, these AAA titles are coming out in states that are very poor. States that I would say you should be getting, like, exclusive pricing for even purchasing the game because it feels like they're early access. The only, it's probably going to continue, especially with how many games try to sell early access as, like, a premium thing. When back in the day, you used to be able to get, you know, test codes and stuff for free, but we'll see if the trend continues. There's been a lot of games recently that have been worth the AAA title's price. Well, no, not really, now that I think about it, but, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where gaming is going. For a while, VR was huge. And everybody was like trying out VR. A bunch of games tried to do stuff in VR. Now it's kind of, you know, a lot of people thought it was going to be the next big thing. It's kind of just an additional peripheral now. Just an option if you like it. So I'm wondering what the next big advancement is going to be as far as either gaming technology or like a standard to be held towards. I mean, heck, you could make a game like The Binding of Isaac, which, you know, I'm not going to sneeze on. It's a really good game. But this game's old. This game's really old. It's, like 2014. Like, 10-year-old game. And people are still playing it. And, it's certainly... I don't even think, with the addition of all of its DLC, it hits AAA price. And I'm sure that this game's got more hours in it than a lot of AAA titles have collectively with their player base. It just feels like a lot of the times nowadays games are coming out and they're kind of missing that vision. The only vision they see is the dollar signs accrued by other games of a similar title. But, you know, now I'm starting to sound like an indie schnob, so I'll go ahead and let that conversation die there for now. Challenge-wise, as far as the actual game that I am playing goes, pretty easy. However, I'm a little concerned because normally the easier a challenge is, the worse the reward is. I'm not sure what we're going to get from Pong. But certainly it'll be worth the effort here. Take Squeezy. I can't imagine there's really anything that we need from this. But we'll check anyway. I mean... Satanic Bible? Kinda. Let's do this. Speed up, luck down. Satanic Bible kind of goes hard. We'll get our free black cart. As far as getting reusable health goes, it might be worth it in the long run. Not that I'm going to... Ouch. Not that I'm going to miss the single red heart that I had. But maybe. We'll see. We'll see down the road when I take 6 hits. But... hopefully we can avoid that, at least to Blue Baby. Blue Baby being the target of this run's, this guy gives batteries, right? I can charge up a little bit of health here. Blow this up, thank you, sir. Nice. We'll blow this one up, too. Just a little bit more charge than that. I'd like to go to the next floor with a little bit of health. There it is. Give you our last couple of pennies, because we're not going to go use them at the shop. Alright, huge. And then we'll blow you up, too. Sorry. Oh, nice. You can't get off that easily, pal. I'm gonna get the most out of my money and also one bomb. But pace-wise, we're doing pretty solid. 8 minutes is not terrible. Really picking up that speed. We're almost a full floor ahead of normal time if we wanted to do boss rush, which is not something that we're going to do, I don't believe. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I guess we'll take that. Hopefully we don't make too many mistakes on this floor just because we don't have a whole lot of health to be playing around with. Although, the more mistakes we make in theory with pathing, we could get more charges for our book. But at that same time, that's more opportunities to get hit, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Range up's huge. That is massive because it takes so long for us to take these shots. And I'm not even sure if it's a problem that tears up will fix, but range up will definitely help out. Give us that extra little bit of, ouch. Now that extra little bit of tier time that'll hopefully keep us going. Oh, come on. He waited. He knew. That pin knew exactly what was going on. I can't believe it. He really had that that eye in AI there. Okay. Well, things are not looking good. I may soon come to regret my decision to take the Satanic Bible. But until then, we'll just keep trucking along. I hope we don't have to full clear this floor, but it seems as though that might be what's going on. Not gonna go in there. Maybe we search for... Can't be there. Maybe we search for the secret room on this floor. What a whiff. What a horrible whiff that was. Oh, come on now. You would think that the piercing would be enough to just keep on going and get rid of the spider after that, but it seems not to be the case. Where's the last spider? Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't make me do this. I don't want to have to use a bomb on you. And then there's one black skull. Oh, no, there's actually just that guy. The only thing that I could say we'd really need in this run right now is, you know, just more health. That's about all I would say we need. There is also the problem that when we go to our boss room, our boss reward is going to be a deal with the devil that requires health because of Satanic Bible. But who knows, maybe... Oh, that's tough. Maybe it'll be worth it, though. Maybe it'll be so worth it that we'll just gladly give our health away. We'll reroll all these. What is this? Ansa's Vision? It's pretty good. Use another Satanic Bible charge. Keep on chugging. I don't foresee any huge issues. Really, the biggest issue from here to Blue Baby that I can imagine is the entirety of the womb. But that's just because those are enemies that I really don't like fighting. But maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get a nice lucky generation for how the womb layout goes. I should probably start waiting before I go into these rooms. Just an extra little bit, just so that I can get some charge up. Take our bombs. Yeah, okay. Let's go fight the boss. Sister's Viz. I can't quite figure out what determines whether we get the piercing effect or not. It seems to... Ouch. That sucks. It seems to be random. Uh-oh. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Okay, one sister is down. The other sister is mad. There's two sisters down. Easy. Guppy's hairball? No, thank you. Deal with the devil? I believe that if we take the nail, we will just die. Oh, I believe that if we don't... Oh, the fire blocked him. Don't do it. Is that it? Is that just the only one in here? Let's see here. Excuse me, sir. Please perish. I think we'll go get another charge just to try to get some more health. I don't want Guppy's hairball. If we had a few more Guppy items, maybe it'd be worth it. But as things go right now, ooh, that's not good. As things go right now, I think that we hold off. Maybe there could be a secret room right here. That's huge. Massive even. Massively pointless because there's nothing inside. But we'll see if we can get some money out of these guys. Out of these goobers here. Nope. Not quite. So the shop is another no-go. Which means, well, I was not paying attention. The shop is another no-go. Which means I suppose we will just head on to the next floor. We can get 5 cents, which means we can get another heart. Alright. Take it back. Shop was epic. Oh my god. Okay, well, we got Guppy's Hairball. I actually always wanted Guppy's Hairball. That was an item I'd been looking forward to getting. Answers. Okay, this is pretty cool. What do we think this mini boss is? Wrath? A few bombs? A few bombs never hurt. What is going on there? Did it get stuck? It did. Okay, well, good to know. That could have been a horrible fight. We'll go ahead and snag something from in here. Could be gas. Could be 3 pennies. Make our way in here. Is it worth taking? I can't remember if that's an HP up or not. It is. It just spawned me down here. I wonder if they did that specifically for the purpose that they don't want Gertie spawning on top of people. Which, you know, big. They're big for that. That was really obnoxious, not knowing whether or not Gertie was going to be the fight. And then having to deal with, oh, look at that, that's huge. Having to deal with just taking a hit just for existing. Okay. Need you to calm down. We got one little dude left. Alright, cool. Is that it? We chilling? We're cooking. There's a library in here. It's gonna take a lot to be better than the book of Satanic Bible. But I'm open to other options. I don't know. Honestly, telepathy for dummies might go pretty hard right now. So if that's an option, we could take that. Book of Revelations also goes hard, but makes me not pay health to get everything. And we should get our librarian, the bookworm trigger. Does it only... Maybe I was missing that part. If, you know, when we get to the boss now, I certainly won't be paying a heart to receive a cube of meat, but hopefully they both don't stack. Experimental pill, shot speed up, speed down. Not really a huge fan of these speed down pills, but it's fine. Certainly those can be addressed in the future with the acquisition of a very common speed up item. We cannot get over there. I mean, I guess we could. I don't know if that rune's worth it. I don't know if the Joker card's worth it. We'll check, though. We'll, uh-oh. We'll see if we can knock it out. 2 of spades. Item multiplier. Nice. The freest keys of all time. We'll try it again. Good, now we'll see what this rune is. Ansa's vision. Okay, that's big. That's huge. That is so huge. One of the wombs is going to be so much better now. And, I suppose it'll be whichever one doesn't come with a curse of no map. Because if, you know... I expect at least one. Ouch. I was trying to use Guppy's hairball too much. I wanted to use it just because we have it, but I definitely don't need to. Okay. There it is. You gotta have a different brain setup to be able to get the most out of Guppy's hairball. When I gotta move 3 things in my mind, the enemy's trajectory, my trajectory, and the hairball's trajectory, it's just, it's too much. It is too much. Here you go. Yeah, nice. I'm glad that that one bounced. That's good. Keep on going here. Again, health. Be pretty sick. Pretty cool, even. Oh, I guess I can drop a nice story, a little bit of story time from work. So, recently was, a few Saturdays ago, had an AOS tournament, which is just, it's Warhammer, but fantasy, not to be confused with Old World, which is Warhammer, but fantasy. Had an AOS tournament, and, as you'd imagine, AOS guys, pretty big dudes. Pretty big dudes, and what I assume are pretty poor appetites. So, they're doing a number on the bathroom. I like to check the bathroom twice a day when there's any, like, tabletop tournaments, just because, unfortunately, tabletop gamers do not have a reputation for being the cleanest, especially when it comes to restrooms. So, halfway through the day, I gotta go clean the bathroom because, it looks like somebody twisted up a chocolate milk carton and just blew it all over the side of the porcelain throne. It was pretty gross. Not gonna lie, was not too thrilled about it. But I figured that would be it for the rest of the day. Figured that would be it. There would be no issues. We also had some Magic Standard guys and some Lorcana guys. Actually, this is a separate incident. This is a separate incident of bathroom-related shenanigans. But anyway, hobby people at the shop, as per usual, kind of gross, but it's okay. You know, I'm used to at this point having to deal with it. I've worked in worse situations before. When I was a dog walker, it was pretty bad. Working at the theater was pretty gross, honestly. Was not a huge fan of that because I did clean a lot of gross bathrooms back then. But this time's different. Get to the end of the night, and I go to do my cleaning list to close up the shop. And I see a very interesting amalgamation of bodily fluids that is, it's just covering the interior of the toilet, the top of the toilet, and in front of the toilet. It's, I'm not going to say what kind of fluids it is, but I will say they probably shouldn't exist in public. They probably should be kept at home. And, it was gross. It was a very gross... I was steamed. I was fuming at the concept that somebody had gone into my bathroom at this hobby shop in the middle of the day. And they just, they just said, I got my Beyblade here in my pants and I'm about to let it rip. Just right there. No shame. No hiding it. And, some of you might be thinking, oh, it could have been snot. So the way that it was, they would have had to be doing a headstand. They would have had to stand on their head and then dunk their head into the toilet to sneeze upward. Otherwise, I couldn't possibly tell you how it could be anything but that other set of unfortunate fluids. And I was really tempted to go hit up the cameras and just see everyone who used the bathroom between then and the last time that I had done a bathroom check. It's we get some fiends going out to the hobby shop. It's pretty absurd, especially because that one's the worst. But there's also a secondary cretin who has been like trimming their nails in the middle of Magic Night, on like Friday Night Magic Night. And so when I'm vacuuming on Friday, I'll just find like little small totems, like a pile of nails stacked up. And it's like, come on, man. If I'm to assume, like, maybe you're a nervous Magic player and you're chewing your nails, and I'm giving you the best case scenario here. You're chewing your nails. Hey man, why are you leaving them in piles like some sort of calling card to let me know that the, you know, nail man has been here? I'm not interested in the nail man. He is not someone that I want to see on a regular basis. And I certainly don't want to see his calling card on the floor, because that's gross. Sometimes it's on the floor. Sometimes it's just like sitting in a chair. Like, dude, both of those, just do them at home. Trim your nails at home. Do the other thing for certain. Do that at home too. Because that is not some stuff that I really want to be dealing with. I am a grown man. And my perception of happiness does not come from cleaning up foreign substances out of the toilet. Or, you know, nails. Or anything that could be found in a bathroom. Any fluids that are not water, I don't want to be cleaning out of my bathroom. That's just how it is. I don't like death here. I've noticed that fighting enemies has become a serious problem if there's more than one of them. That's become a real issue in this run. Ouch. I guess we'll take our ball of bandages, and in here is going to be the dead cat for sure. It is not the dead cat, it is the headless baby. And we don't want that, so we're gonna keep on chugging along, I think. We're down to 1 health, which is certainly not fantastic. But we can recover. Scarred Womb 2 is not what you want to see. I'm glad that we used the Ansas, though, because I was immediately about to go down. We'll go left, see if we can go get something from the arcade. Nope, you've got to die. Alright, we'll spend some time dodging here. Uh-oh. What I meant to say is we'll spend some time dying here. That's tough. I think maybe the devil deals were just a little too much for us there, but that's okay. We'll get them next time for sure. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Binding of Isaac Repentance. If you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, let me know how you felt down below. And until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Ciao.